beginning of the night. He's a very good friend of mine, man. This my dude right here. Can y'all put your hands together for Vern Baker?
How y'all doing? How y'all doing tonight? I'm Laverne Baker. I'm from the big, small city of Florence, South Carolina. I'm a country boy. I grew up in the country. I grew up riding a bicycle on the sand road barefoot. So now these days I drive cars barefoot and I don't even worry about it. I can't drive no other way because if I don't feel the road, I gotta feel the road through my feet. I'm a country boy, I breathe through my feet. But I do comedy through the point of a fat man raised in South Carolina. And I kind of realized I was fat most of my life. I was born prematurely, so for a couple seconds there I was small, but then after then, I just grew up. Man, I didn't realize it till I was in 3rd grade that I was really bigger than everybody else. You know, 3rd grade, they walk you down to the nurse office. You get a height test, a weight test, then they check your hearing and your sight. They mainly want to make sure that your parents can't say that you didn't see or hear anything they said. So when I got there, they weighed me. I weighed in as a heavyweight contender. In 3rd grade, I could have fought Mike Tyson. But I made it through that. You know, I was struggling in school a little bit. My biggest nemesis was the desk. Them desks weren't fat people friendly. So I made it. I made it my plan to get to school early every year. I got the first one there at school. I got there for the principal. I was just waiting at the door. I walked in my classroom and I picked out a big desk. I said, okay, I got this. I put all my stuff out, my new little trapper keeper. I'm old, so I had to get a trapper keeper. I put out my trapper keeper and everything. And we got the day started. I said, okay, I'm gonna be good. That's gonna be a good year. But slowly and surely, the door opened and somebody rolled in and they was like, Mr. Baker, you gotta get out that desk. Well, what I believe is, and from then I believe that there should be handicap parking and fatty cap parking. Up front, handicap parking. Pudgy can get that park. Right behind Pudgy, I'm parking in the fatty cap parking. Now, after me and Pudgy park, then you can get the variant and the pregnant ladies. The pregnant ladies need to come last because I just want them to have to get used to parking up front, you know. So, with that being said, life goes on when you become an adult. How many of y'all did good through COVID and everything? I see you out here tonight, y'all did good through COVID. Well, I made it through COVID, but I took some losses. Before COVID, I was married, and then the CDC said that everybody should socially distance, and my wife chose to socially distance permanently, so she left me. It wasn't that bad, but it is what it is. So now I'm out here dating again, and I'm a 45-year-old man. I have invested a lot in women. Y'all wouldn't even believe it. I done bought back to school clothes. I done paid for Honda Accord payments. I done paid for Camrys. I done paid for Section 8 house and everything. You name it, I paid rent home furniture, everything. So now, at this point in my life, I'm looking for me an auntie. I'm looking for me a woman with a Social Security and a retirement check. I want to know what it feels like to go home and only got to pay the cable bill. I want to go to work and be like, man, I ain't even got to take this today. My woman got my back, I'm quit. Unfortunately, I ain't got that, so I got to keep on working. Now, I got that's one of my strategies for dating. I'm looking for an auntie, but if that don't work, I've been identified as a lesbian. Now, I don't identify as a lesbian, but I've been identified as a lesbian. See, I was at the comedy show right across the street at the Comedy House. And the female comedian was on stage. She was like, "Give it up for all the big bitches." And she looked at me. I didn't say anything. So she said, "All the big bitches that make potato salad, give it up for yourself. All the big bitches that shop at Lane Bryant, give it up for yourself." I just sat there. She walked over to me and said, "Motherfucker, why you ain't giving it up for yourself?" I said, "I ain't no bitch. I'm a nigga." So, with that being said, I'm accept the fact that I've been identified as a lesbian, and in my it's a good thing about that. In my age group, all these new relationships, the only one lasting is the lesbian relationships. So hey, I'm a lesbian now. I'm gonna give me a good relationship. So now I'm a lesbian plus. Usually for a lesbian, she gotta go to Adam and Eve and get her a dildo. Well, I got my own dildo, and it's plant-based. It ain't synthetic, it's plant-based. God gave it to me. You know, I can use it. It works. So, I don't know, I was gonna say God-based, but it's plant-based. Cause I don't wanna offend nobody, and I don't know, when lesbians get married, they might take the marital dildo, go lay it on the altar and pray over it, so. I don't know how it goes. I ain't trying to offend nobody. But I'm looking for a nice lesbian too. An auntie or a lesbian. Now, my last thing is, I'm out here, and I went out Saturday, right? This is my third option. I went out Saturday, and it was young women, they were up and dancing. I don't dance, I look. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you got a buck, I'm looking at it, I'm standing. Now, the thing that made piss me off Saturday was, Joe Clark showed up out of nowhere and started dancing with the girl, blocking my view. These old niggas in slacks and Stacey Adams, y'all need to quit. Y'all running for the youngest thing in the club just because y'all look like an unspent Social Security check. I really need y'all to stop. I know I can't compete with y'all. Y'all got that retirement and Social Security, and I'm still working for my money. But I figured out something though. I went home and I looked at JCPenney's. I ordered me some slacks, and I ordered me some Stacey Adams. Next time I'm going out, I'm looking like Joe Clark and George Jefferson all in one. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Now, how y'all feel about the gas prices? Y'all feel good about the gas prices? I understand. My first plan when the gas took off, I went and looked at horses. Now, a horse looked at me and said, "Hell no." But you know, I wasn't offended. So, my buddy worked at Budweiser. I went and tried to get me a Clydesdale out the back of Budweiser. But that didn't work. Well, I have to think of ways to get extra money and stuff like that. So in Florence, they got the plasma center and they got the gas station. So sometimes I park at the gas station and I walk to the plasma center and get gas money. I ain't ashamed of that. That's just what I gotta do. Now, I heard that a lot of DoorDash people, they upset about the gas prices, right? So what they doing now is you can order your DoorDash and you can order your food, but you got to pay. They switching over to OnlyFans. You got to pay them on OnlyFans to get a picture of your food. You no longer get your food, you just get a picture of it. And speaking of OnlyFans, I'm starting OnlyFans, ladies, because I got to pay for this gas. And I'm going to show this ass to get this gas. But if that don't work, I'm going to go ahead, fellas, if that's your thing. And the price of these gases, I'm willing to show you some ass too. I don't even mind no more. Alright. With that being said, one of my friends, we was talking the other day. I got a friend yesterday. I actually had a hard day yesterday. I had a very good friend, but we were two big dudes, and unfortunately he passed. But we were tight. I remember one of our tightest moments were we were both in a Chrysler Sebring two-door. And you know how small that car is. So we had to coordinate how we breathe. When he breathed in, I breathed out. When he breathed out, I breathed in. We made that sea bring a slingshot. Ah, Lord. But he was a good friend. And I had to give remarks at the funeral yesterday, and that was kind of hard for me. I got a little quiver, and I almost ran up out of there like Red and Friday when he got his chain snatched, but I did pretty good. And I want to say I dedicate this show to my homeboy Abraham. He was a good friend. He stayed down to the end.